I say Ring of Honor shut down because this new Ring of Honor is not Ring of Honor.
Okay, so that was gonna
be a question I wanted to ask.
We were gonna go there.
Let's
exactly how I look at that.
Let's get into it.
Let's dive right
you
in.
Brought that up. Obviously, it's well documented on our podcast that we have strong feelings about Ring of Honor currently. I think it's pretty much AEW dark on a paywall personally,
Yep.
and that I love AEW. I got no issue with it. But obviously you being like from the essence of what Ring of Honor, like I remember watching Ring of Honor when I was a kid, when like Punk was there and then American Dragon and all that. How do you feel being like a vet and kind of seeing how it is now? Like, how does the new vision feel towards it compared to when you were in the locker room with all the guys that are on your poster right behind you?
Yeah. It's hard not to get angry, because I remember, so when the Elite left, the Bucks and Cody and all that, if you guys remember, the internet blew up saying Ring of Honor was going to shut down without them, that they were the lifeblood of Ring of Honor. And I remember the pre-tapes after they had left, we had a big locker room meeting, and leading it was Taven, the Briscoes, Jay Lethal, and Angelina Love. And the basis of it was, hey, this is what the internet's saying about us. We have two choices. We can do what they say and just shit the bed, or we can go out and show them why we're Ring of Honor and why we don't need them, that we can do this on our own. And we kind of took it as a challenge, and we built it up. Like it didn't go down. It went up after they left. And then the pandemic hit, and I think Ring of Honor had the best wrestling going on with the peer tournament and with our, we didn't have fans in the building, but the stuff we were filming was great, and we were firing on all cylinders, and we were the number 2 company in the world for a while. And then now to see Tony buy it just because he wants the 3 letters, because he wants to be able to show Danielson and Punk and Joe, and he hired all these old Ring of Honor guys, and WWE's not going to give him footage, so he's got to get it from somewhere. And then now it's just basically like it's his junk drawer of wrestling, like, oh, I just bought this new thing, but I have no place for it, so I'm going to stick it in the Ring of Honor drawer. There's no TV for it. You have to be an Honor Club member, which I haven't met a person yet with Honor Club. You know what I mean? And it's just, you get angry after a while because it's like, man, I literally put my blood, sweat, and tears to make this company huge, and now in one fell swoop, it's nothing again. And I remember when I moved here to North Carolina, the first guy I really got to know was C.W. Anderson. And he kind of helped me navigate the waters, because if you remember, he was in ECW when it just shut down. And then when Vince bought it, it became WWE ECW. And he kept telling me, like, you can't be angry. You're going to be mad. You're going to be upset, but you can't outwardly show it because you don't have any control over it. Just be happy with what you did and continue to live on. And now that we always call it the Sinclair era, now that's, almost 5 years in the past, people are starting to want to book us on shows because it's a nostalgia thing now, and so we're able to come out and still show them, like, hey, what you see isn't Ring of Honor. We're still the Ring of Honor guys, and that's just the way it is. It's really hard not to get angry when you see something and then you don't see any of your friends on TV. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, man, like you said, all these guys on this poster, like, only a handful of them got signed after that. You know what I mean? And now they're not doing anything with them. And it's like,
you mentioned the Sinclair era, I agree with you so much. I watched Ring of Honor so much during the pandemic, and I have so much respect that they ran the operation and, gave us quality wrestling. Like, everyone puts a lot of, a lot of things to like what AEW did, and then WWE running the PC. And but Ring of Honor was giving us some good stuff. And you even talk about, like, you do see a lot of the stars today, like Roxanne Perez was a little girl killing it, and now she's one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. Jonathan Gresham, who's been so vocal in the same breath as what you're saying, and not being being let go and kind of not getting respect because he had a lot of honor for Ring of Honor, no pun intended.
We all wore it like a badge of or a badge of honor. You know what I mean? I still have my jacket. I haven't worn my jacket since it got sold, but we all got these track jackets after Cody and the Bucks left, and it was kind of like that was like our like uniform. You know what I mean? Like we would wear them and with honor, no pun intended, because we were representing this company. And now when I see guys, you know, like if I see a Cheeseburger or a Will Ferrara or you know, some of the undercard guys, even Silas, you know, who is a main event guy, or Kenny King, we all still have those jackets. You know what I mean? Like, because it means something. It represents something. We just don't wear it because we don't want to be associated with what's going on right now.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. It's like it is sad because you want the Ring of Honor brand to live on in some way, but I completely understand, like, right? Like what it is now is not.
Not it.
The WWE ECW
That's
reference. I was like, yeah, it's just brutal. Where the point we're at, like even as a fan, right? Like you mentioned, you're like, I don't know anybody that subscribes to Honor Club. I don't either.
Yeah,
is the scariest part.
And we used to get numbers every week because our goal was to not only have our ratings up, but we wanted the Honor Club numbers to go up because that's where you could watch the house shows. Like our house shows became TV tapings because we were recording them for Honor Club. And so they'd release the numbers and you could see them going up. And now it's like I said, even fans that come up now with an old Ring of Honor picture for me to sign and be like, oh, do you have Honor Club still? And they're like, no, I got rid of that. You know, they gave it at some time, but then they just got rid of it. They can't justify paying the monthly fee and not get what they're used to. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's what it is.
It's nonsensical.